Raki, hello. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We learn update and before update we learn the validations. What is the validations? Okay. Okay. Now in today's session we have not much time, so we are going to learn about the client side validation. Okay. What is the client side validation? We in yesterday's session we learned server side validation, means validation with the PHP code. These are the validation, one kind of we are validating our inputs. Validation is a topic, not any function. Okay, we are validating our input, means we are just checking that our input value, our text boxes is blank or not. If it is blank, just show a proper message, nothing else. Okay, Raki. Now we are going to do the same thing with the client side language. Okay, we can do client side validation using two languages, JavaScript and the jQuery. Today we are just see about the JavaScript. Okay, Rakhi? Hello? Yeah, can you hear me properly, Rakhi? Hello? Okay. Okay, now if you want to write the JavaScript code, means if you want to write the PHP code, you have to start the PHP tag and end the PHP tag, means PHP code within the PHP tag, HTML code within the HTML tag. Okay, this is the HTML tag or not? We should write the HTML tag within the HTML code within the HTML tag. We can write also PHP code within the HTML tag. We already see how we write the PHP. Just start the PHP tag and you can write anything in a PHP code. Okay, you get the point, Rakhi? Now let's see how we write the JavaScript code. Validation. One second. Let me show you. I just echoed string in between the HTML tag. Validation. Yeah. Yeah, string echoed. I just echo this string using our PHP coding. Okay. Yeah, our PHP coding. This coding. Okay, Raki. Now let's see how we use JavaScript code and what is the JavaScript. JavaScript, firstly I have to tell you what about the JavaScript. JavaScript is a client side scripting language. Okay, client side scripting language used to just used to JavaScript just use the browser to execute their language code. Okay, Raki, are you there? Yeah, so JavaScript just execute with the help of our browser. The need to refresh the page or submit our web page to the server for execution of the JavaScript. Okay, let's see. JavaScript code. We will write JavaScript code within this tag, script tag. Script type equals to text or JavaScript. You have to write. If you don't write, it supported in some browsers. But if you write, this is the correct way to write the JavaScript code. If you write only the script, yeah, script tag, start tag and the end tag, it will also support. But this is the correct way. Okay, Raki? Type equals to text or JavaScript. This is one JavaScript. All the code of JavaScript within this tag. Okay, now let's start in the Java. Sorry, I didn't get you, Raki. Yeah, we we will write the JavaScript code, whatever be the code, it will just execute by our browser and give the output. If we give the any output, then it will give the output. Let's see, you will understand. No, okay, one second. Yeah, yeah, one second. Hello, hello. Now, can you hear me properly? Okay, okay. Now let's write. Yeah, ask me. Actually, your voice is just fluctuating or disconnecting your voice. So I didn't understand what are you asking exactly. Yeah, ask me again, please. Hello again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that will execute as a JavaScript code. But this is the right way to write our code in JavaScript. Means some browser means maybe Internet Explorer or Safari will not understand properly if you do not write the type equals to JavaScript oblique text. Okay, in the major browsers it will execute as a JavaScript code only if you write within the script tag. Okay, okay, Raki. Now let's see. In the JavaScript, there is a way to declare variable where a, it means we just declared a variable. In the PHP, how we declare variable? With the dollar symbol, with the dollar sign or not. In the JavaScript, we declare variable using where keyword. This is a where keyword for declaring variables. Okay, we can assign any value into this a. Means we can assign the integer value, or we can assign the any string value, and we just end our line with semicolon. Same. Okay, now in the JavaScript, if you want, you just see the some pop-up in different websites. You always see the pop-ups. There is some pop-up informative pop-ups or confirmation box. Did you notice that the pop-up alert pop-up or the confirmation pop-ups? Uh, yeah. So these pop-up is a JavaScript code. Let's let me show you. Alert. Alert will display whatever you written within the alert, or you can pass the JavaScript variable also. Let me show you. If this code will execute and the end of our code, it will alert high. Let me show you one second. I just refresh, it will alert high. Yeah, this is the alert box. You can see the alert box, alert pop-up, and we are getting a message hi. Okay, this is the JavaScript code. It's automatically executed. If you click OK, nothing happens. Why alert comes? Because of this line. Okay, now you can pass variable also. Means if you pass directly a, no need to write var a, directly A. Now A is a variable we declared here and we assign hello into it. Now let's see it's alerted or not hello. I just refresh, JavaScript code will execute and we get a hello pop-up. Okay, and the same if else condition also you can write within the JavaScript. Means if you assign any one into variable, if condition, same if else if a equals to 1 and just alert a, alert hello, otherwise hi. One second, let me go, I'll explain the code. The else part the same as PHP code, no difference. What we have done, we just assign a integer value 1 into a and we are checking, we can check. My motto is to describe, we can use the if else condition also in our JavaScript same as PHP. There is no difference in the syntax. Let me show you. Let's check if value of a equals to 1, then it will alert hello. Otherwise if we change the value of a, if we make in place of 1 2, then it will just alert hi in place of hello. Okay, good. Okay, now this is a simple alert box, simple way how we declare the variable, simple how we check the condition if else. Now what is the functions in PHP, Rakhi? What is the function? No. That is the predefined inbuilt function. What is the user defined function? Yeah, the user defined function is a, yeah, a, a bunch of code, or you can say the some line of code we just write within the function. Means whenever we call that function, how we call, just write the name of that function. Whenever we call, then it will execute. Not in variable. No. The select is a command. Means we already see the user defined function. First we define the function. Means this is same as it is in PHP also. This is the definition of function. It will not display anything. If we refresh, there is no changes, no alert box. Within our function in JavaScript, this function, what we have done, we just defined a demo function Within this function, we write one alert function called. You can write any number of line if you want, and any number of line. Okay. My requirement is right now I just want to write only one line. You can write any number of line, any calculation, anything within the function. Now this function not executes automatically, means this function will not going to execute automatically. Yeah, you have to call. How we call? Just write the name of that function with the brackets. It means we called our demo function. Now we called means this line will execute. Line within the function will going to execute whenever we call. Okay, let me show you. Sorry, yeah. Function call. Okay, get the point, Raki? Same as PHP. In PHP also the same working of the function. There is no difference between the PHP and the JavaScript according to functions. Okay, the alert is not available in PHP. It is only available in JavaScript. Okay, Raki? Now this is a simple function. You can call your function any number of times. So this is the main advantage of function. Means you write a function and you call 3 times. So this pop-up will come 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 pop-up or not? So this is the advantage, the reusability of code. Means right now we have only one line. Yeah, we have only one line. But in future, if my requirement, there would be a 10, 20, 100 lines of code within the one function. Whenever we need that common code means we generally set the common code into the function. Whenever we require that code, we just call that function. You get the point, Raki? We already discussed about the function in the PHP also. The same, the function without an argument, the function with arguments, all these things we discussed in PHP also. Okay. Now we can call our JavaScript function from JavaScript code, but also my motto. But also we can call our function using the HTML tags of JavaScript function only. This is the JavaScript function or not, Raki? How we call our function? Just write the name of our function, the demo, with brackets. So we just called. So just execute this line, whatever be the line within the function. Now this is what we just saw using within the JavaScript. We called our JavaScript function. Now let's see how we call our function using the HTML tags. These are the properties or not? Input properties. These are the input tag. These are the property of our input tag or not? Type equals to submit, name equals to login. These we can use any name, any type, different types, text, submit, button, different types. Name, you can use any name. Value, you can use any value. These are the properties. Okay. Okay, Raki? Now every tag have the events also. These are the properties. Every tag event have events also. Events, what we mean with the events. If you click on button, one second, didn't save this file, maybe. It is okay. If you click this button, So the one event fires internally, a on click event. We can use that event whenever we want. On click means we are clicking on this button or not. Raki, on click means we are clicking. So this is one event of our button, submit button. The text on focus, on key up, on focus means whenever we just go to the text box, on focus, also a event of text box. On key up, on key up or key press means whatever, whenever we just write anything, a on key press event will fire. On blur means whenever we just remove, whenever we just remove means the focus of one text box, we just remove the focus means this is the focus or not. We are going to our this text box, whenever we just remove focus, then on blur event will fire. Let me show you with example. This is our first text box or not. On change, on click, these all are events of our text box. These all are the event. Mouse over, mouse up, mouse down, on key up, on key press, on key down, on focus, on blur. Let's use on key up. One second. There is on key up. Yeah. Let's use on key up. And what we are doing, we are just calling our function. Means with the help of events, we can call the JavaScript function. What is our function name? Demo. And the brackets with the semicolon. Let's see what happened. What we have done in the first text box on key up, just write our function name. Let me just refresh this. Whenever whenever you enter whenever you enter anything into your text box, our function will call on key up means whenever you just enter any key or press any key, then a function will execute because of our event. We use that event to call our function. We use on key up event of our first text box, call our demo function of JavaScript function. Did you understand, Raki? But if you click just enter anything into the second text, there is nothing will going to happen. Why? Because we use on key up only on the first text. Whenever you click, you get the function called. Every key press, every key up, for every entry it will called a function. Okay, you can use mouse over also, but you just use on key up. One second. Excellent. Mouse over, on mouse over. There is a, on key up, on change. There is a mouse over. Means whenever you just mouse over from your text box, means whenever you go to whenever you just bring your cursor onto the text box, this function will call, this event will fire. What we are doing within this event, we are calling our function, nothing else. Let's see. Now on key up, there, no, it is not hard, it is interesting language. If you understand the basics, then you will enjoy to code in JavaScript and jQuery. It is interesting, and you have to know about the JavaScript also. JavaScript, because it is the client side language. Generally, we use the validation in the JavaScript and jQuery, not always in PHP. Whenever you mouse over, means yeah, you mouse over, yes, you mouse over a function called. A function called or not, whenever you mouse over. So this is the JavaScript. You you can take the example from a real time. You can see the real time example also. One second. In the Facebook, you use Facebook or not? Whenever you go to any name, one second. Just click on, yeah. I didn't do anything. I'm just mouse overing onto a name. Then it will just give you a pop-up with the detail. It's all happening with the JavaScript code and some code of jQuery and fetching the data and showing you. So JavaScript and jQuery and the Ajax is the most important language in our web technologies. I just I didn't click. I just mouse over on the friends forever. Whatever with this is one page. I just mouse over on that page name. We just got the whole total information of it's a basic information, the profile picture and all the things. Okay, this is the example of mouse over. These are the JavaScript plus jQuery and the Ajax code. So we need to know about the JavaScript, jQuery and Ajax. This is the simple. This is the simple JavaScript. Whenever you mouse over one function, one event is called. Whatever you write within this function, it will display. Nothing else. Okay. Raki. Now let's take requirement. What is our requirement? Our requirement is we need to validate these two text boxes. Username and password should not be blank. Whenever you clicked on submit, just check is our text boxes blank or not. If not, then only our page should submit. Otherwise it just show a pop-up message that text username should not be blank or password should not be blank. You get the requirement, Raki? You get the requirement or not? Now one more thing in our HTML. One more thing in our HTML. Um, One property ID is also there. Name is used to identify uniquely, same as ID. But JavaScript use ID and the classes. What is the classes we will discuss in our future session. JavaScript and jQuery uses ID. So you have to give the ID. You can use the same name. You can use any name, username, yeah, user, anything. I just used user ID, user and the PW ID. This is also one property of our tag. Every tag can have the ID. Every tag, ID, class, name, and the value. These three property can have every tag. Okay, Raki. Now, what is our requirement? Our requirement is to check whether our input have the value or not. So, firstly, we have to know about this, how we get the value within the whatever is the value within the textbook, how we get that value. First thing is that. Okay. Now just creating one variable. user assigning a function is there, a predefined function id, get element by id, simple function. Once again we have to use the id name user and just give alert box to show the value of user. Okay, right now there is no value. Let me use this code from here, pasting to here. So what we are doing, we are calling this function whenever we on click. There is an event of our submit button on click. Whenever we clicked our button, this function will call demo. The same as we just check on the mouse over and the key up from our text box. Let's see if our code is working or not. I'll explain again. Okay. It's not working. Code is not working. 1 second. Login. Click. Fine. Get element by ID. Maybe this is wrong. Syntax. We have to use the same as it is function. 1 second. I should be capital. Okay. Now let's check again. I just refreshed our code and clicked on login. Get 1 second, please, Rakhi. User is ID. Get element by ID dot value. It's not working. Why? Document dot get element by ID. That value demo. Yeah. Click. One last thing. Otherwise, we will just see the another function. JavaScript code will be tomorrow. Maybe there is some error and we don't have the time. That's why we will just see this JavaScript, the JavaScript validation and all the thing in tomorrow's session. Okay, let's see one new function of PHP. I will describe this JavaScript code. Okay, actually we have only 5 minutes. You can say as we discuss about the include function or not. Include function of PHP. Include. We didn't discuss. Yeah, if you want to include, okay, you can include any other PHP page into our current page. It means if you want to just separate your coding means if you want to just write your code within one file and you want to include that code into your current file, you can include by using this include function. Include, let's see, logic logic.php. We will create one logic.php, new. We are in Rathi or not yet. Logic.php. Within this logic.php, what we are going to write our a total logic of PHP. Removing from our main file and putting that logic within the any other file. Okay, now within this file what I'm doing, I'm just including the other file into my current file. Now in this file there is no PHP coding or not, only one function include logic.php. Raki, now let's see, is our code working same or not. If we didn't enter, we are getting the message, the same message, please enter username of, and if we enter username then it will show you please enter the password. Means the same code, may pass username and password may be wrong, means we have all the logic, but we didn't write a single line of code of the logic. We have all the logic within our this PHP file, within our this PHP file. We just include that file into a current file, but wherever you want you can include that file. Did you understand the working of include function? You can include any other PHP script into your current PHP script, nothing else. Means if you want to separate the code, you can use any one file and just include that file into your the current page. Now your current page is manageable or not? You can see the whole page. Yeah, there is a PHP code. You can go the logic.php and you can see the code also, what is your code. And in the same way you can use your connection string, the the database connection, connecting to server and selecting the database. You can use it for that one file and you can include that file within top of your all the pages in your website. Connection string is needed or not whenever you want to communicate with database. Raki, did, did you understand the logic of this include function? Mm, well, means let's suppose we have the logic in our one PHP file. Okay, And now we want that code. We want simple. We want this code. This all the code. This all the code. We want this code into our any current file, any file. You just go to include and just write the our PHP file name. This is file name in the same folder. If you have any other folder, you have to give the URL. URL means, let's assume the logic. Yeah, we are just including all the code. Means we nothing else. The simple means now in this file in the validation.p. Yeah, yeah, kind of calling of function. Yeah, you can say that it's kind of calling of function, but it will just bring out all the code. Okay, means if you just call this include logic.php into this, then all the code will be here also and here also. There is also code and there is also code. All the code. We are just including the code within our current file of PHP code. We use include. Okay. Just tell me any confusion regarding include. No confusion. Okay. This is a simple logic. That's why all the logic is also working. All the logic, the username. If we are left the username text box blank, then it will show the please enter username. Otherwise, if we blank the password, then it will show the message. Otherwise, it will just execute our main logic, username, checking username and the password with any hard coded value. Okay. You know this logic. This is the simple login logic, nothing else. We already discussed about this logic. Okay, Raki, and dollar underscore request for both post and get. Just keep in your mind. Okay. Now, Raki, should we stop or continue our session? Next it will take, I need, no, not 10 minutes. It takes 20-30 minutes if I take new function any. Actually, I just want to give you. Okay, if you have 10 minutes, uh, we already discussed about the session or not? We discussed about the session very. Yes, session. What is the session? How we use the session. We didn't discuss about the session. Let's see. I'm just taking a new file and PHP code within this file. Now, if you want session.php, session is a one kind of, sorry, session.php is also there. Session is one kind of global variable. Global, why I say the global variable? Because if you want to just access any information throughout your website, means in your whole website, if you want to access some information or some variable value combination, as we take the example of Facebook. Whenever you just logged in to Facebook, and right now in the last time I have to log in first, then then only I can go to this home page or not in the next time, in the last time. But I didn't logged out. Okay, so I automatically go to home page. How it works means I don't need to log in every time. If I want to go to any page, any other page, I don't need to log in every time. It automatically just check, yeah, this person is login, just show the main page. All the things has been done with the session. Means there is a variable session. Whenever um, if you want to access throughout throughout your website, means from all the page, any information, means in case of login, this is checking is is any user logged in or not. If it is logged in, then only it, the other pages can be displayed to them. One second. If you let me show you by this, then I will explain you about the login session. First thing is that if you want to use the session, you have to start the session every time. Okay, if you want to use means if you want to create, if you want to just access, if you want to even delete the session, then you have to start the session. Okay, session, there is a function, predefined function, session start. This is a simple function. This start the session means it just inform the compiler that we are going to use the session. Now dollar underscore session should be in capital. Any variable, any name, a variable, and the value. You can assign any kind of value and just assign hello. Okay, now what we have done in these two lines, we start the session and we create a session type variable, nothing else, a session type variable a. Now if we run this file, then our this session type variable will be created and assign this value. Now we can access this variable and value throughout our website. From any page we can access. Let me show you. Now what we have done, we just created, let me just echo something there, shows the message, any message. Okay, I just use one message, informative message, nothing else. What is our value? What is our file name? Session dot php. Then yeah, session created. We get the message means our file run successfully. So now we can access that value from anywhere. How we do that? Let's go to validation.php. Our first page validation.php or not? Yes. Now what I'm doing, I, I'm just want to print that variable and variable's value, nothing else. So we are going to use the sessions. We should start the session. This method session underscore start. Every time you have to write session underscore. Yeah. Just one second. Just one second. I'm just echoing. How we get the session here? Dollar underscore the same session and the value. I just want to echo this value, nothing else. Now we created the session. If we run our validation.php, refresh, we get the hello. We get the hello or not? But this hello we didn't assign to this page, but we are getting this hello. We can get this hello from our whole website, whole folder. So this is the use of our session. Okay, I will just describe the session briefly more in our tomorrow session. Okay, in tomorrow class we will discuss about the session more and the JavaScript validation also. Okay, Raki? Okay, so we are just stopping today's session here. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Goodbye.